Today is Arbor Day.
Woo.
Whereas Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is celebrated throughout the nation and the world as a special event to promote the planting of trees, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife, watershed protection, and whereas the City of Bonita Springs appreciates and values trees as they are a renewable resource, beautify neighborhoods, increase property value, attract businesses and customers, making our community more attractive, functional, and livable, and whereas the City of Bonita Springs strongly encourages individuals and organizations to value trees and plant appropriate species in appropriate places and keep them properly maintained so that we may have large, beautiful shade trees in all parts of our community. And whereas the City of Bonita Springs community wishes to recognize the efforts of volunteers today, participating in the planting of trees here in our community park. Now, therefore, on behalf of Peter Simmons, Mayor of the City of Bonita Springs, Florida, we do hereby proclaim April 27th, 2019 as Arbor Day in the City of Bonita Springs. And we encourage all residents of Bonita Springs to plant and care for trees to ensure this precious natural resource for all generations to enjoy.
Jack Brown. I'm with the Tree Advisory Board for the City of Bonita Springs. One of the things we do is put on an event for Arbor Day. This year we decided to partner with the YMCA, and one of the things that we do is we have a photo contest, and actually an art contest. So we ask children in the community to get together and draw pictures related to Arbor Day. So here you can see we've partnered with the YMCA, and we've actually are at the YMCA right now, so this is a nice little arrangement. It's kind of a community partnership, but we've also partnered with a charter school here in Bonita Springs. They have a bunch of pictures. So we think it's very educational to teach the kids about trees and things like that. As you can see, we're here with one of the artists who came today. This is my daughter. And show it.
Time for that till later.
You want to show me a picture?
My name is Clark Riles, Senior Forester for the Florida Forest Service. I handle the 3-county area, so Lee, Hendry, and Collier, and I'm your forester. So pretty much what I would do is go out and help you manage trees on your property, or really help you out. Mainly what I do here, especially in Bonita, is help people with street trees and their actual trees in their yard. So you got a tree in your yard that doesn't look too good, looks kind of sick, not producing fruit, or it doesn't look good, the crown's thin. I can come out, give you a free consultation, and pretty much save you money and help you get the right tree in the right place. Also, I sit on the Bonita Tree Board, and we help the city decide what projects are good to have, especially in relation to trees and urban forestry. And also, us at the Florida Forest Service, I get a lot of questions around here. Mainly our big function is mainly wildfire firefighting. You'll see that as the #1 thing. You're going to probably see us out in the woods a lot, is fighting wildfire down here. Really big aspect, because fire is such an integral part of our community. Without fire, our forests die. So we really have to have fire to really push that ecosystem change and have a lot of good nutrient recycling. So fire is very important, and we're that main fire manager for the state. A lot of other people ask questions like, what else do we do? We also do a lot of interagency type management stuff. So like Hurricane Michael, Hurricane Irma, when they came to these areas, we help set up teams that help get all the good stuff to people. So think of ice, water, tarps, food, all those things what the Florida Forest Service goes, procures, and then goes out and helps with the Army National Guard to get those delivered to citizens. So you'll see us a lot of times in disasters. So wildfires, hurricanes, those are kind of our big things for the state. But also, once again, forestry is a big component of the state of Florida. People don't really think about forestry as being agriculture, but forestry is the #1 agricultural product in the state of Florida. I think just as last estimates was, it's like a $16 billion impact to the state, which when we think of terms, it's a good lot of money. And people usually think of Florida, they think of oranges, right? Well, oranges are only 9 billion. That's it, 9 billion. So forestry is almost double exactly what oranges produce. So that's kind of one of those hidden things. People don't really think about forestry being so big, but that's mainly the area we're in. South Florida, we don't do a lot of tree harvesting. We do a lot more oranges and cattle type agriculture. Whereas if you're up in the Panhandle in North Florida, you'd see a lot more of the logging equipment, a lot more forestry, forest product type stuff. So that's kind of the big wide gambit of what we do as the Florida Forest Service Agency. It's a lot of fun, and obviously here today we're here to celebrate Arbor Day. So we're here to get more trees in the ground. Out here, if you come out today, we've got free pine trees and Dahoon hollies given out to the public, and we're hoping to get them all on the ground. Also here we got lots of stuff for kids, you know, so stickers, fun games, frisbees, and informational educational materials. So love to have you out, love to be here, love Bonita Springs, and take care. Happy Arbor Day, of course.
My name is Mike Kirby. I'm here with the tree board for Bonita Springs. We're celebrating Arbor Day. Bonita Springs is a Tree City, USA, with the Arbor Foundation. So each Arbor Day, we plant some trees somewhere in the city. This year, we're planting 3 wild tamarind trees, which is a subtropical native tree. And they'll do great. They'll provide a whole lot of shade for this area here. Hopefully people will park their chairs and benches underneath it and enjoy the shade. These wild tamarind trees are a native South Florida tree. They're a legume, so they have tiny little leaves on leaflets. And they're a fast-growing tree. They're spreading. They're all over the Florida Keys. And there's a few on our tropical islands this far north. So they'll do fine right here in these soils, and they will spread out like the trees in the Serengeti when you see the old nature films. They'd spread out like that, so they'll get very large, larger than our live oaks here, and a very nice shade tree for a park.